Hey everyone, it's Dinah, and we are here, as you can tell by the title, we are here for the first official teaser for the one and only Disney Plus series, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, this first season, because each season will be, there'll be one season per book, so this first season will be entirely encapsulating the Lightning Thief. I love this franchise. I love this series. Mind you, I'm working my way through the books. I'm only on the first one so far, but I am working my way through the books, and I'm familiar. I'm familiar enough with this franchise and with the story and with this kind of this franchise to be excited for this and to be really eager to see what this is like and everything. I also think I'm in the kind of if there even if the minority is just me, I'm probably I'm very much kind of in the minority that did not hate the first movie but thought the second movie could be a lot better too. I think the movies are not talked about fondly or even talked about at all, if possible, within the fandom. I think people much prefer to ignore it because of how kind of distant it is and how much it doesn't be faithful to the books and everything. So the casting for the movies, I think people kind of agree was actually pretty kind of spot on and actually pretty well done and everything. But then the movies, like the stories themselves, weren't as adaptations. They didn't really kind of work well. So working my way through the books and just kind of seeing how the actual source material works for itself and how it works as a story and everything. So very much having a good time with that. So I am just words cannot really kind of fully kind of dictate exactly how excited I am for this, and then to see how well they do this as an actual series too. The cast, just to make sure I actually get all the names right, I'm gonna Google the cast quickly, but they have casted the main trio right off the bat too. So there is that. So where is it? Okay, yeah, that's that. Okay, so playing Percy Jackson, we have Walker Scobell. He was in the Adam Project. He did the Adam Project with Ryan Reynolds, and that movie did really well and actually received great reviews. And I think even as an actor, he's been praised. And Rick Riordan himself has actually been, unlike with the movies, he's actually been directly and like really fully hands-on involved with this series with Disney and everything. And he's actually really proud of where they're taking this, and he's more than happy to actually make this the kind of successful series that it is. And he's been praising the cast endlessly too. He's been handpicking the cast himself in cooperation with his wife, who also I think is a producer on the series, and with like the whole kind of team at Disney and everything. So they've been kind of praising the cast endlessly. So Walker Scobell playing Percy Jackson, Leah Sava Jeffries, I believe it's pronounced. She's playing Annabeth Chase too, so that's just going to be a really cool thing to see. And Aryan Simhadri, I believe, playing Grover. So yeah, again, the main trio just right off the bat casted, and from the looks of it, they're casted pretty perfectly too. Actually playing age-accurate kind of teenagers and everything, and playing kind of demigods and everything. So I'm just really excited for this, and the teaser is finally here, so I can't wait to really kind of to see this and check it out and see what it's like. And again, I think it's going to be one season per book, and there are also like a bunch of other kind of series like within the same universe and then within the same setting that Rick Riordan has done too, like Heroes of Olympus and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I guess we'll just see where they take it after this, and if they actually do have the confidence or the kind of the well-built kind of reception to actually kind of tackle other stories too. But yeah, so that is the cast. So, and I think they definitely are still doing filming for this first season. So it's not going to be out until at least next year at some point. So we'll see where things go. But yeah, the first official teaser for Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Okay, so let's go.
Look, I didn't want to be a half-blood.
Oh god, the opening line alone. Gosh. God, reading that first chapter all over again.
It gets you killed.
Oh gosh, come on, blood! Oh, the shirts.
Turn away while you still can. Believe whatever lie your mom or dad told you about your birth. Try to live a normal life.
Tell me, Percy. Tell me everything. Tell me your story.
Because once you know what you are, they'll sense it too. And they'll come for you.
No, I really want to see what the cabins are going to look like in this. Like how lavish they might look, or how cool they might look. Okay, that's a really short teaser. Okay, that's a lot shorter than I was actually anticipating. But yeah, we got like a decent look. I'm just gonna quickly scroll through. We got like a decent look. I think that the opening, like the speech he gives, being the literal opening kind of paragraph from the first chapter. That is how you start it. That is how you start a series. That is how you start the story. That is how you start this story. That is exactly how you start this story. Like from that alone, I can tell this is gonna be just like a love letter to the readers and a love letter to the fans and everything. This is gonna, you know, and again, it's like no offense to the cast of the movies, but this is gonna make people forget that the movies are actually a thing, because now we finally have like an actual faithful adaptation that everyone involved is actually proud of and actually wants to promote and wants to be a part of and everything. So like that opening monologue alone, just gosh, it's so good. So we actually get like a shot of him actually walking through, like the Camp Half-Blood t-shirts alone look so good too and everything, and we actually get like a shot of him walking through the camp, and he's surrounded by other demigods and everything. So yeah, I mean, can't help but wonder if that's like that has to be him actually joining the camp for the first time and everything. I mean the opening in that sense is going to be heartbreaking too, actually having to watch him leave his mother as the Minotaur comes through, and like you know, actually like having like watching him leave her and leave that life behind and everything, and just seeing how he faces everything is going to be heartbreaking. But this is going to be so good. And yeah, I think we had they have armor to their armor, spears and swords and shields and everything. Like the kids actually look like kids here. Because I think Thingy, what's her name? Clarice, is she in this season? Because I'm pretty sure she's in the second book, right? I think, was she? Because she was in the she was in the second movie, but I don't know if she was actually only in the second, like only showed up in the second book, or if she was actually in the first book, but they didn't really use her until the second one. So I think in this one, I think I did hear rumors that one of the actresses actually hanging out with the cast on location for the shoot to actually well, it's so someone who was hanging out with them was rumored to have been cast as Clarice for the first season too. So I think if she wasn't in the first book, then I've probably yet to actually get to her or anything. So yeah, so I mean, again, I personally don't have a lot to go on because I haven't finished the first book alone, so I don't have like a lot of like information to go on, like based on like what I hope to see or what I think that this kind of first season will actually kind of feature or anything. And I don't know how much they still might want to change or twist, or like, because then they've confirmed that there will be some twists and turns from the actual source material to actually kind of keep this kind of original and fresh, and to try and make this like still somewhat its kind of own kind of thing and everything. So yeah, but I think if anything, this makes me even more excited to actually kind of get through the book in time for this first season to roll around, and to actually kind of continue my way through the series and everything, you know. Because I think Percy Jackson, like that series alone has been like the main kind of series that's actually gotten me back into reading after having fallen off it for a few years and everything. So I think it definitely feels like the perfect kind of series to actually to actually gonna get back into. And I think especially if you're like actually looking to get into like a new series, I think it's like really easily digestible, but then also like a super duper kind of interesting and like complex story, like featuring Greek mythology and like teenage drama and like a young adult kind of novel to get into, that's full of like diverse and rich characters. And it's like this just seems like a really fun time overall and everything. So yeah, the other thing is, especially like using something that already exists, like that kind of Greek mythology and everything, seems like a really kind of fun concept. So yeah, again, I don't have a lot to go on because I'm not that far into it yet, but any of you who are like, who have completed the series, or you know all you need to know already for this, if you have any spoiler free thoughts, then by all means let them loose in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to see them. And I really want to know what you guys actually think of this, and how you guys feel about this, and what you're looking forward to and everything, and what you think about the characters, and what you think this is going to be like and everything. So yeah, just really cool. And I think even the cabin too, so I think that is a big fucking cabin. I think I can't remember exactly how they do describe the cabins in the books or anything, but with this one, I'm not sure. I think that symbol looks like a trident. I think with him, with him walking towards it and him being the son of Poseidon, I kind of have to assume. I think that it does have like a nice ocean bluey kind of shade to it too. So I'm kind of assuming. I think there's like a wave pattern above the pillars too, and the symbol, the flag actually does show like a trident on the top too. So I'm guessing this just screams Poseidon, especially with his own son walking towards it too. This screams Poseidon. So that is one fucking big cabin for Poseidon. So yeah, I guess he's yeah, I think this is a big enough cabin for all the kids kind of living there and everything. So yeah, we'll see exactly what this holds. I'm all the more curious. I'm all the more curious to actually know exactly how they're gonna handle the slaying of Mrs. Dodds in this kind of because that has to be the premiere. The premiere alone has to be Percy being attacked and then killing Mrs. Dodds and shit just going sideways from there on in. So all the more curious to actually know how that gets handled and everything. And just seeing how the kids kind of get along together and everything, because the actors themselves actually kind of seem to be already really close with each other. Actually already seem to be bonding with each other, through playing these characters and through executing the story, but then also actually hanging out in real life. So I think seeing that kind of chemistry and seeing that friendship translate, because then again the friendship between these three characters is actually pretty integral to the story. So just really excited to see how they get along and how that friendship translates and how it kind of drives the story forward and makes them who they are and everything. So yeah, just endlessly excited for this and just really eager to continue with the book and everything. I've mentioned that like a few times now, but still it's a great story. I've heard nothing but great things about it. So yeah, in time we will have this Disney Plus series too. So I don't know how many episodes they're gonna do per season. I feel like but it's not exactly Marvel. So I think, but then Star Wars also does stick with 6 episodes too. So I don't know if they're gonna feel if they're gonna feel forced or kind of restricted to 6 episodes too, or if they're actually gonna be able to push their limits maybe with a bit more. And I think with how involved Rick is with this too, I feel like maybe he may well be able to do a good job actually convincing them if you want to do this story right, and if you want to actually make this story as rich and as authentic as possible, you might want to kind of actually give it a reasonable number of episodes to actually get to give audiences the time to get to know the characters, and also to actually kind of feel like they're actually kind of following along with the story at the right kind of pace too. So yeah, because I think with the kind of show this is, with the tone that it takes and the genre it's set in, there's a lot of exploring to do, a lot of learning to do as well, as a view too. I think in that sense that I feel like it also could kind of take the opportunity to be friendly to viewers who haven't read the books and are either not familiar with the books or even are only slightly familiar with the books, and actually use the series as a way to introduce people to the books too. And everything. So I feel like that. It feels like with Rick being as open and as welcoming as he is to kind of newcomers to the series, I feel like that's also something that he kind of would probably advocate for too. People actually being introduced to the series through Disney Plus and then actually and then actually reading the books too, and everything. So I guess we'll see exactly how things go down. So yeah, that was the official first teaser trailer for Percy Jackson and the Olympians. So, and I think with them naming it that, because they haven't explicitly named it the Lightning Thieves. I think maybe just by story. I think the first teaser, I think maybe maybe the premieres or the finales might have the actual kind of titles of the books kind of woven in, but then the series itself will be titled Percy Jackson The Olympians. But then obviously season 1 is going to be the Lightning Thief, and then season 2 the Sea of Monsters and and everything. So it will be cool to see how they actually work through it and everything. So yeah, that was the official first teaser for Percy Jackson and the Olympians. So thank you guys, as always, so much for being here and for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then feel free to leave a like and comment on what you thought of this kind of teaser and what you're looking forward to, and how much you enjoyed the books and how much the series kind of means to you in any way, shape or form, and how much you're looking forward to seeing this adaptation, seeing how well it serves the story and everything, and what you think of the castings and everything. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So until the next time, bye bye for now.